So this question looks like it's going to be a simplify question. Simplified questions are typically very short, somewhere between 1 and 3 lines long, and contain either an equation or an expression. So we have an expression here. However, when I start to read, it says the perimeter of an isosceles right triangle. That is something that I can draw, and I never just keep reading beyond that. So I'm going to say this is also, or maybe even not a simplified question. Maybe this is really a plug-in picture question. Okay, so plug-in picture questions are basically questions that describe something that can be drawn, and your objective is to draw it and label it with the given information. So I'm going to start with that. So isosceles right triangle. So an isosceles right triangle looks like this. The reason why it's isosceles is because the two sides are the same, and that's all we know. And also, we would know this makes it a 45, 45, 90 right triangle, which our formula sheet will tell us means that this side is considered to be x, this side is x, and this side is x square root 2. All right, so then it continues to say the perimeter is equal to 18 plus 18 root 2. All right, so let's create an equation based upon that. The perimeter of this isosceles right triangle would be x plus x root 2. And we're told that's going to be equal to 18 plus 18 root 2. I can simplify further and just call this 2x plus x root 2 is equal to 18 plus 18 square root 2. I'm actually going to simplify further and solve for x. So I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to say, hey, these are like terms. They both have x's involved. So really all I want to figure out is what is 2 plus root 2? So 2 plus, I'm going to my handheld calculator here, the square root of 2. I'm getting, that's 3.414. So I'm going to say this is 3.414x. And on the right-hand side of this, 18 plus 18 root 2, go back to my handheld calculator. 18 plus 18 times root 2. I'm getting for that is equal to 43.4558, and there's more numbers there, but I'm assuming that should be enough. And therefore, when I divide both sides by this 3.414, I can get, going back to my handheld calculator, that I have 12.73 basically. So I have x equals 12.73. But the question does not ask for x. What does it ask for? It asks for the length of the hypotenuse. So again, our hypotenuse is x root 2. So I'm going to take that 12.73, multiply it by root 2, go to my answer choices, or get back to my calculator. So multiply that 12.728 number that I have and multiply that by square root 2. And what I get here is that this is basically equal to 18. So the answer should be 18 for the hypothesis, which is choice C, and I am finished. So there are other ways for sure to answer this question. I just decided that based upon reading the question, this is the equation that I would make based upon translating what the question says. So why not just simplify directly from there to solve for x? And then, of course, knowing that x is not what we're trying to find, multiply that x value by square root 2 to find our hypotenuse, and that gives us the answer we're looking for.